Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Michael, and in today's video, as you can tell by the title, I'm going to be doing another top 5. A specific top 5 this time. I'm going to be counting down my top 5 favorite starship classes from Star Trek. This list was very difficult to pick because there are so many great classes that I just omitted from this. I could have done a top 10, but I decided no, I'll just do a top 5. So, to give you an idea of classes that aren't on this list: Sovereign class, Constitution class, kind of. I'll get to that. The NX class, or Columbia class, whichever way you want to refer to it as. The Intrepid class, the Defiant class, and so much more did not make my list. So, what is my top 5 favorite starships? Let's start off with number 5, with something that only just recently became canon to the Star Trek TV show / movie timeline. So yeah, this list, very hard, but number 5, I had to give it to the Odyssey class now that it is officially canon, since the next USS Enterprise, NCC 1701F, has been confirmed in the latest Star Trek Picard trailer to be an Odyssey class. We knew it was somewhat canon with the prelude comic to Picard, but the fact that it's now officially canon means I can officially have it on my list to be one of my favorite starships. First seen in Star Trek Online, the video game, the fact that it is now canon is just amazing to see, because look at that ship. It is beautiful. It's everything you want from an upgraded Sovereign class and more. It's just perfect, well designed. I don't see any fault in it whatsoever. So my number 5 pick goes to the Odyssey class. This next one grew on me after a little while, and it's actually why it's in my 4th spot, and that is the Centaur class. Not a ship that is well known within the Star Trek universe. It's one that is always relegated to background establishing shots, during the Dominion War and that. But it's recently actually getting the spotlight treatment with the next Star Trek game, which I'm actually looking forward to. I will definitely be playing it. I just love the design. Like I said, it took a while for it to grow on me, but it's basically just the Miranda class version of an Excelsior, which is just the 2 pylons, nacelles, as well as the saucer section with on top of a torpedo bay. So yeah, not really much more to say on this class other than it's pretty good. I actually really do like its minimalistic design. So my 3rd pick goes to the new Constitution redesign. It's widely debated with this name. Some call it the new Constitution class, others call it the Kirk class, but it was mentioned in Discovery that it is the new Constitution variant, so that is what I'm going to call it. I just love the way it looks. It is, 32nd century design with the way it's supposed to look, but it still has that familiarity of the original Constitution class that was, decades old by this point. And it's just really, really nice looking. It's one of the few ships from the 32nd century that I do like. It might actually be the only one, because I'm still debating on whether or not I like the new Voyager class. But still, it's a very nice looking ship, and it's probably the best looking ship that we've seen from the 32nd century so far. So yeah, my number 2 spot goes to I believe it's the New Orleans class. I fell in love with the look of this ship ever since I seen what it's supposed to look like. This was one of the graveyard ships from the aftermath of the Battle of Wolf 359, and I don't know what it was that just drew me into this class, but it just looks really, really nice. I mean, it is a kit bash of the Galaxy class, but I don't know what it is. If it's just the way that the Galaxy class saucer sits on the engineering hull, or if it's the way the pylons look to hold the nacelles. It's just aesthetically pleasing to me. I don't know what else I can say. It's why it's my second favorite ship. This one is widely debated for me. It's either this or the Sovereign class, but I think for right now, I'll just go with the New Orleans class because it just looks that bit much nicer to me. So that is my number two pick. So what is my number one pick, you might be asking? Well, if it isn't obvious, it should be. That's correct. My number one pick is the Akira class starship. I do. It's hard to explain why I love the Akira class so much. It goes back to 2017 when I started playing Star Trek Online for the first time, and I just picked this ship at random and realized just how much of a firepower this thing is in the game. I mean, of course, it should make sense. It is one of the first few warships that the Federation made during the Dominion War. That was originally supposed to be for the fight off the Borg. It it is homage to the NX class of starships, which is on my top 10 list, just barely missing out on the fifth spot now that the Odyssey is canon. But still, I love the Akira class. It's just a massive powerhouse, and I mean, look what it can do to a Borg cube during the Battle of Sector 001. Hell, even when it's fighting the Romulans, with their class of ship, it almost it decimated it in a few seconds flat, if memory serves correct, from that season 4 episode of Voyager. I think the episode is message in a ball. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. I love this class. It is my favorite class of starship ever. I own a model of it from the Eagle Moss back before they went bankrupt, and it probably will always be my favorite starship class. And well, there you guys go. Those are my top 5 favorite starships for right now. The list is always changing, with every new season of a show they tend to introduce a new ship or two, and sometimes they're hits, like some of the new stuff that they done for Picard series 2, and then they're duds, like most of the 32nd century ships. But let me know what your favorite starships are, starship classes, I should say, are in the comments down below. And I will see you all next time for another brand new upload.